Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Paul. In this video, we're theory timing Stranger Things. Season 5 Part 1 is now out, and we've already done a big breakdown talking about the first volume. However, hold your horses. There's still 2 more parts to go, with them dropping on Christmas and New Year's. Throughout this video, we're going to be going over our theories and what we think is going to happen in the show. Just to let you know as well, we've just dropped our brand new Hellfire Club shirt at heavyspoilers.shop. We have these Raglan versions of them up now, which I absolutely love, and also have these Vecna ones as well. We're doing a massive Black Friday weekend sale with all these deals on right now, so if you like t-shirts, then why not save some money and get some below. Now, speaking of saving, I won't be saving my best theory till last, and I want to talk about how I think the show's going to end. The Duffer Brothers have said in several interviews that their favourite scene in all of Stranger Things was that opening D&D game that kickstarted the series. So, I believe that this is also how we'll end the show. I think the final scene will be the gang all back together, all sitting around the table playing their favourite game. This will be their final time together, and like Stand By Me, they'll let them go off to live their own happy little lives. It kinda could tie into what Mike said to Eleven on the roof of Squawk though, and they may go on to be happy elsewhere. Now, I'm not the first person to come up with this theory, and some have even gone beyond that. It has been theorized that potentially we'll literally flash back to that first game. Literally. Some people believe that the events of the series will be reversed and will time travel back to that game. People have even gone beyond that and said this might even reveal that the entire series itself was all just the kids imagining a game.
It was all a dream.
But yeah, I think that would send everyone mental, mate. Especially because it's been like 9 years of our lives. I do not want the same drama that we had with Game of Thrones. But yeah, this did used to be a staple of stories back in the 80s, and I'm sure like Masters of the Universe ended like that. But then it was like it did happen, but they don't remember. I don't know, mate. I don't remember myself. I haven't seen that movie for about 25 years, and I kind of burned it out my memory, thankfully. But look, yeah, shut up, mate. This isn't the He-Man channel, yes? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Now, skipping back a bit, if they did time travel, I think that this could be done through the clock. This has been a massive thing since Vecna's arrival, and if you cast your mind back to the Season 4 announcement, you'll remember that it was pushed a lot there. This even led to people theorizing that Season 4 itself was going to be all about time travel. While that wasn't the case, the clock is clearly important. This is to the point that the Duffer Brothers actually went back and added clock sounds to Season 1 to make it look like Vecna had always been there in the background. Somehow Vecna returned, because we remember in Season 1. So yeah, the clock thing could play off massively, and be aware that they travel back into this game. Even if that doesn't happen though, I do think the game is important, and they may have already told us how they're gonna beat Vecna. Shoutouts to Alexander Dumas for saying that in the first episode they had to roll a 20 to kill Vecna. In Season 5, Vecna calls Will the first, so the first is the number 1. We also have 11 and the reintroduction of 8, so let's do the math. 11 plus 8 plus 1 equals 20. They have to roll a 20 to beat Vecna. With these 3 characters all possessing abilities, that might be the way they finally take him down. I feel like they might even lead him to the caves to do it. As Max said, he was terrified to go there and wouldn't step back into that memory. From the play, we know that this is where he encountered Dimension X for the first time, and this is where he gained his abilities. Equipment was stolen from one of Brenner's facilities in Nevada and then stored in caves like this, which Henry then stumbled across. The 3 could potentially lure him there with Max's help in their attempt to rescue Holly. 11, 8, and the 1, Will, could then combine to create that 20, and yeah, it all goes back to that game. Who knows, we might even see Eddie sat there playing it. Now how would that be? Well, Reddit user OKObrokoma1831 posted a great theory on Reddit about what could be going on. They said that everyone killed by Vecna is still alive and possibly stuck in the Upside Down. In Season 4, Vecna says, "They're still with me in here." Meaning that there is a potential the characters could all still be alive. As we've seen, the Upside Down can completely replicate items and objects, and coupled with Vecna's psychic abilities, he may be able to copy people down there. Look, we're reaching. But potentially, we could get some returning characters, and hey mate, I'm still holding out hope for Eddie. If that happens though, I think we get some massive scenes in the series, and even things like Billy and Max seeing each other again. Even stuff like bringing Barbara back would be huge, and I think all the kids deserve a happy ending. Now if you've watched our videos this week, then you might be able to hear I'm I'm a bit under the weather. I am. Me and my wife have been wiped out with flu, and looking after the kids has been a complete nightmare. However, today's sponsor, Next Playground, saved the day, and it's the perfect way to get the kids moving. Next Playground's kept those little lads active, and it's also educational as well. Next Playground is built on motion tracking technology that professional athletes use. Top teams and leagues around the world use this tech to track player movement. Next actually then took that same technology and made it for families. Your entire body becomes the game controller, so there's no remote, no complicated setup, you just simply move and the game responds. The gaming library is also amazing as well. They've got popular titles like How to Train Your Dragon, Barbie, TMNT, Fruit Ninja, and so many more. They're all really fun and engaging, and you're literally jumping and moving to play. It's the next generation's playground at home, and it allows them to active play in a digital way. Beyond that, their Black Friday sale is happening now. With it, you'll get 20% off on Amazon. The sale also runs through Cyber Monday as well. My link in the description will take you straight there, and if you're shopping for something for the kids that will keep them active and switched on, then Next Playground is perfect. Again, we have a 20% off on Amazon deal, and all you need to do is click that link in the description. Thanks. Now, as much as it pains me to say, I do think that Jonathan and Nancy will end up together. I've always been Team Steve, but I think the engagement ring kind of solidifies the way things are going to go. I actually think Steve might sacrifice himself this season, and it could involve the radio tower. They spent a hell of a lot of time focusing on climbing that, and we have seen trailer shots where it seems like it's part of an action scene. Music's of course been used to push back Vecna's influence, so it does make sense that a radio station can play into how to defeat him. However, while they're pushing out the tunes, Rockin' Robin's rocking away, I feel like the power's going to overload, and thus Steve is going to have to rush out, climb the tower, and then turn it back on. This will lead to him falling, which was foreshadowed on Jonathan's t-shirt, which said The Fall. Steve will do it for love and to save Nancy, but I think in doing this, he'll show he's giving Jonathan his blessing. Now, speaking of love, I actually think they might reveal that Joyce Byers was dating Vecna in high school. That's kind of a reach, but we did see the Oklahoma Flyer in episode 4, and Henry starred in the play. She was handing them out, and she's had a pretty crazy love life in the past, to say the least. That's been mirrored in Will, who's embracing his sexuality. Okay, Bro Chroma, 1831, they said they think he'll probably confess his feelings to Mike, but that Mike will say he's with 11. I'm not gay. They then said that they think a new boy will pop up that's into him, and yeah, I can imagine that's probably how it's gonna go. Speaking of love, I think that this is also what 11 will use to overpower Vecna and finally vanquish him. However, in doing so, this may cost her powers once and for all. We've constantly seen how this always takes a toll on her, and I think this time they'll go away when she finally defeats the villain. Now, I have seen some theories based off the play that could highlight Vecna might not be the end. If you've seen it, then you'll know they kind of muddy the waters about who's in charge, and whereas the show kind of always leaned into Vecna being behind it all, the play actually plays things differently. That teases that it's actually the Mind Flayer, and this creature might be the true big bad. Though Vecna is something that's really been pushed, he's not exactly the immortal cosmic horror that the Mind Flayer is. That's more Lovecraftian, and it was there right at the beginning. Like, it was actually there at the beginning, not them putting clock sounds back in season 1. The Mind Flayer is, of course, what he encountered in Dimension X, and it's basically what created him in the first place. I think it would be insane if Vecna was killed at the end of Volume 2, and then we had the finale reveal that the Mind Flayer was the real enemy. That could be a pretty big twist, but yeah, I don't know if they'll do it. Other probably more obvious stuff that's going to happen is I think Max is, obviously going to leave the Upside Down after hearing Kate Bush. She'll be running up that road, mate, and I think that's 100% how she's going to get out. I will bet the house on that theory. Also, I think Hopper is probably going to die as well, in a move that I also think will take out Dr. K. He's watched his daughter die in the past, and K is someone who wants to take his new surrogate one and probably kill them as well. So I think that this will be what he does to make sure his new daughter gets a chance at life. He's already been through the pain of losing one, and yeah, I think he'd rather die than go through that again. And if he can do it to save the person he loves, it's a noble sacrifice. So yeah, Hopper dead, mate. That's gonna be it. Lily Allen gonna be like thumbs up in the final part, saying like, recommend me more videos like this, Netflix. Fucking hell. However, I do think season 5 will end on a happy note, rather than the doom and gloom that everyone's expecting. I feel like we will get a happy ending, and just that scene of Mike on the top of the radio station talking about how they're all going to have happy lives to the sunset as well. I was like, yeah, you know what, Mike? I think that's the way they're going to go. Now, if you disagree, if you think everyone's dead, it's all going to go to hell, then please drop a comment below, you nihilist. I'd love to hear it. So yeah, ruin my weekend and drop it in the comments. Also, yeah, we don't really celebrate Thanksgiving in England, but I appreciate lots of American people reaching out and being like, happy Thanksgiving, Paul. And I'm like, you know what? We don't celebrate it, but happy Thanksgiving to you as well. So if you're having a good weekend, I hope you're with your family, people around you that you love. And thank you. I'm very thankful for all you guys for supporting the videos and yeah, staying locked to the channel. So much appreciated. Did you know as well that members of the channel also get early access to videos? If you click the join button, you get at least one breakdown a week before anyone else, and it costs just 99 cents a month. So yeah, very, very worth it, I must say so myself. But yeah, huge thank you to everyone who's part of that. We've just done It Chapter 1. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is coming very soon. The Man with the Golden Gun is next, I believe. I'm in the middle of just doing all the audio on that. So yeah, all coming soon. With that out of the way though, thank you for watching this video. If you want to watch the breakdown of Stranger Things Season 5, that's on screen right now, and I'll see you over there. Or if not, you enjoy the rest of your weekend, mate. Have a good one. Peace.